Hey everybody, it's Nikki. Welcome back to my channel. It's like 5:54 and I'm like the only person on the floor in the offices outside of the patients and the staff working on the floors doing patient care. So today's video is gonna be about grad school is over. What do I do next? What's my next move? I'm finding that everybody's asking me that same question. Even the day I graduated, everybody's like, what are you gonna do next? I was like, goodness gracious, nobody even let me breathe. Like, you're not letting me process the fact that I just graduated grad school. Like, as if that wasn't a lot. So everybody's asking me what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna say this, like, I started to apply for jobs in health and exercise science, health and wellness, health promotions before I graduated from grad school because of my associate's degree and my bachelor's degree. And I have found it challenging to find a job and this was even before COVID. Like, I started looking for jobs like in the fall in my field, and it has been a challenge to find anything. Now, I did have an interview with a health and wellness establishment in California, but I'm from Jersey. I'm very close to my family, and I don't know how I feel about living that far away from my family. The furthest I've ever lived from my family is Charlotte, and that was even difficult for me. So like, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do about this California thing, but I really want to stay in Jersey. But I can't seem to find anything in my field that like matches up, you know what I mean? Or like salary wise that'll help me. Like, I saw some jobs that were like 34,000 and below, and I'm like, well, that's less than what I'm making now. You know what I mean? Right now I'm in graduate medical education. I am a coordinator, so I take care of the clinical rotations, the training, scrub training, and everything for medical students, doctoral students, fellows, residents, PAs, physician's assistant students. So I'm like, I love what I do here, but I mean, I got degrees for a reason. I want to utilize them, and I want to help people with their nutrition and their body mechanics. And like I said, I've always wanted to be a doctor, so I'm just finding it hard to figure out my next path. I'm hoping that hopefully in the next few months I find a job in my field. If not, I guess I'll stay where I am now. I'm thinking about starting like a health and wellness business of my own, or like a wellness coaching business. Like, I become a wellness coach, and then I coach people. That's what a lot of what I learned on, during my practicum. I'm supposed to in October take the test to become a national board certified health and wellness coach. I'm still trying to figure out the prep for that, because it doesn't seem like there's a book you can read. You just have to go into the website to try to figure out how to prepare for the test. But they ask you questions like blood pressure, about obesity, about nutrition, but I'm not really sure about how to go about preparing for this exam. It's not like when I took the MCATs and you have all this different material to prepare you for the MCATs. Like, it's not the same thing. It's totally different. Yeah, I'm hoping that I find I would love to be a director of health and wellness, or or even a manager of some sort. So if you guys see anything like that in Jersey, let me know. Put it in the description box, in the comment box, please. I would greatly appreciate that. Or maybe even Philadelphia. I don't know. Like I said, I do want to go to Drexel to become a doctor of health science, in epidemiology or both. I work with Drexel through work, and I've always admired Drexel. So if you guys have any experience with Drexel or went to Drexel or know anything about Drexel, you know, let me know in the comment section. I would love to hear about your experience. I feel like getting my master's degree was worth it because it's going to help me become a doctor. But sometimes I'm like, maybe I should have changed what I did, like the major I had. Like, I'm noticing that the jobs that I did find that I did want within my field that I went to school for, they're like, oh, you have to be an RN. And I'm like, I went to school for health and exercise science, health studies, and health and exercise science, lifestyle and wellness management. So it's like, this is exactly what I'm like. I see like a wellness director in New Jersey, and it's like, oh, you have to be an RN. And I'm like, well, maybe I should have went to school for nursing because, like, I don't understand. Like, I have a master's in wellness, and instead of hiring someone with a master's in wellness, you're asking for an RN. Like, I don't, like, I'm not fitting in anywhere. I've seen about 10, 11 jobs that I wanted, that I qualified for. Everything they wanted in the description box, I qualified for. The titles, I qualified for. But then when they look at the requirements, it's like, you have to be an RN. Like, every last job I applied for, and I'm like, that is crazy. Because I don't know, I would have probably did another major in nursing if I would have known that my degrees were gonna get me not the jobs I wanted, you know. So part of me is like, well, maybe I should do a little bit of nursing too. Like, I don't think so. Like, I love medicine. I worked in sports medicine for so long. I worked in PT for so long. I have no problem with bones, broken bones, blood, gore, nothing like that. It's just that I didn't go to school for that. You know, I didn't go to school to be a nurse. So it's like, I don't find it fair that a lot of the jobs that are for health and wellness, you have to be a nurse for. It's hard when you graduate, and you know, I thought once I graduated, like, doors were just gonna fly open, and I'm realizing that they're not flying open the way I expected them to, and that I'm just gonna have to continue to apply and see what happens from there, because this is gonna be a battle. This is gonna be a challenge, I should say. And I feel like I'm like, challenge accepted. I don't know, like, I would say I feel a little discouraged, and not defeated though, a little discouraged, because I want to just be in my field. Part of me is like, I want to go back to patient care, because, you know, I'm sitting at a desk all day, and I'm used to being like on the floors. I'm used to be on the football. If somebody hurts themselves on the football field, I'm used to running out there with my medical bag, taking care of them as an athletic trainer's assistant, or being an assistant in PT. I'm used to taking care of that. So being in the job I am now, I can physically feel my body starting to have the effects of sitting down all day. I'm like the patients I used to treat in PT. Like, my body hurts, like my back hurts, my fingers hurt, my wrists hurt, and I'm like, I miss patient care. I miss having my stethoscope, taking people's vitals. You know, I miss that fast-paced life. Although I'm very good at what I do now, and it's leading me up to be a top administrator for the hospital one day. I'm kind of caught between a battle of like what I want to do. I don't know. That's kind of why I started my YouTube channel, because I'm like, maybe as I go through the process in life, you know, and I'll have this diary to look back at things, what I started, what I did, what I was going through when I was, you know, going through this whole process. My channel is a way of like having a diary to myself, to my nieces and nephews. So when I have two nieces in college, one's a freshman, the other one's a sophomore. I have a nephew going to high school, and I have a younger niece and a younger nephew. And I want them to be able to look at this and say, well, Aunt Nikki was going through this, but, and she had moments where she felt like discouraged, but she didn't give up. And I hope to have that same effect on people who watch this. Like, nothing comes at you easy. Everything is, you have to, how do I say it? You have to work for it. You got to work hard for it. And I'm going to. I'm just hoping that I find a way soon to figure out what I want. I think I'm going to create like a vision board. I've never done that before. But I know everybody talks about manifestation, and I want to manifest what I want. I want to be a successful doctor. I want to help others. I want to be able to provide for my loved ones, my family. My parents aren't here anymore, sadly, but I have nieces and nephews and siblings that I'd like to be able to help have a better life. Sorry if you hear that. That's my work computer beeping. My medical students are still emailing me. They email me nonstop. I don't know. I hope that I'm able to find something soon. And I know we're dealing with a crisis, a pandemic right now with COVID. But if I can get out there and like help people during this time, that'd be so amazing. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, I gained weight, you know what I mean? Or, oh, I'm depressed, or, oh, I'm having like more health issues, you know what I mean? And if I can get out there and help somebody like that, that would be amazing. Like if I can just teach them like breathing exercises, or help them with diet plans, or give them exercises to do, like, or if they even get physically hurt. I have my medical bag in my trunk at all times. I got my stethoscope in my trunk at all times. It's like, if I could just wrap somebody up, like, I just love helping others. And I don't know, part of me is like, I kind of miss school, because then when I was in school, I didn't have to make these decisions about what I was going to do next. So that was like it was able to be put on hold. And now that I'm out of school, it's like, I gotta get ready for Drexel. Like that, I have to learn a lot of things before I start Drexel. First of all, I need to learn more time management, because I like to do a million things at once, and I know going through these programs that I won't be able to do a million things at once. I need to learn how to study. And I know that sounds crazy because I got my master's and I went through all this schooling, but I'm the type of person who listens to lectures and watch like informational videos, and then I'm like able to pass my tests and stuff through that way. I have never had the patience to just sit down and study, like in my entire life. I don't have the patience to read the books, so I never bought the books. Unless like I had to take an exam and you had to have the book for the exam. Otherwise, I wasn't trying to waste my time on that at all. So I need to learn how to study. So I need to figure out, I need to watch some tutorials on that one. Yeah, just those two, time management and studying. Oh, and I guess I need to stop letting fear get to me. Like part of me is like, oh my gosh, like when my doctoral programs go so much harder than grad school was, and sometimes I let it keep me afraid to do it. But I have to believe in myself. I have to not let fear, I have to utilize the fear for my advantage, and not let it take over my body, not let it take over my mind, not let it take over my life. You know what I mean? I guess we'll see what happens, and I'll bring you guys along on my journey through Drexel and possibly starting my wellness business. That's another thing. I'm really shy, and I have no problem talking to my family and close friends. But other people, I get kind of like, I start to stammer. Like you guys probably seen in the video, I start to stammer and get nervous because I was homeschooled for a large part of my life. So I had like one teacher and my mom, like my siblings in the house with me. My mom didn't homeschool me. I was homeschooled because like health issues, and the school board decided that homeschooling was the best for me. So I didn't have that full school experience or interaction. And even in college, I was able to take a lot of my classes online or miss a lot of days because of my health issues. So it was like being around people too much makes me kind of nervous and shy. You know, in my position, I'm always having to do like orientations with my medical students and going off to conferences and doing this, and that. And it gives me anxiety because, you know, if I don't know you that well, I'm going to stammer. I'm going to get nervous. I'm going to feel uncomfortable. So I'm also going to utilize this YouTube channel to help me deal with that. You know what I mean? I hope that it helps me develop as a public speaker and helps me grow as a person. Hey, you guys, I apologize for my battery cutting off earlier. My battery had died, so I was able to charge it. I'm finally home. It's like almost 8 o'clock. I'm happy to be home. So if you guys have any questions about grad school, about my grad school experience, applying for a doctoral program, health and wellness, or wellness coaching or anything like that, just post down below in the comment section and I'll answer your questions. Or even like how to get a rotation as a medical student or a PA student, because some people, it's a process. Like, I don't know about most coordinators, but I know for me there's steps to follow before you can get a rotation with me. So if you guys are medical students or anything like that and you need advice on how to get rotations from the sites you're trying to get a rotation with, then hit me down below and I'll answer the questions. I plan to start posting videos every Sunday in the afternoon and every Wednesday night. That plans to be my schedule. I know that it's always good to be on a schedule, so yeah, I can only post like twice a week because my schedule for work is so difficult that it would be too much for me to try to do anything more than that. And if you'd like to see any other kind of videos from me, just let me know what you'd like to see. I love to shop. I know I really shouldn't be because I have so many clothes back there that still have the tags on that I've never worn. Like, I have so many bags right in front of me that I've never worn. It's pretty bad. And shoes, I can't even tell you. I like that. I'm pretty cool. I want to start vlogging, but I'm like, you know, like I said, I have to work up to that because I'm so shy and stuff like and awkward. So I have to like catch up to that and get more comfortable, you know what I'm saying? Like, where I'm not afraid to be in front of the camera. So hey, if you just have a question like, hey Nikki, blah blah blah, just ask me and I'll answer it. I hope you guys have a good night and I'll see you on Sunday. Bye. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and to watch this full video, because otherwise YouTube is like nobody ever watched it if you don't watch the full video. So support your girl, okay? Because I'm trying to grow my channel. Reach a broad audience. All right, thank you for watching my video. You guys have a good night.